welcome to the newsroom. Breaking news this hour. The International Court of Justice has ruled that Israel is obligated to facilitate the passage of a vital aid into Gaza, including assistance from the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, also known as the UNRWA. The ICJ President Yuji Iwasawa has stated that Israel must agree to and support relief efforts provided by the United Nations and its agencies. The court also dismissed Israel's allegations that the UNRWA staff were involved with Hamas, which led to Israel to ban the agency from operations on its soil after the October 7th attacks of 2023. The ICJ also emphasized that Israel must ensure the basic needs of the Gaza population, providing everything necessary for their survival. Let's listen in to what the ICJ President Yuji Iwasawa had to say.
As long as the population remains inadequately supplied and Israel is not itself operating a system of humanitarian support that is in accordance with its obligations under international humanitarian law, Israel is obliged under Article 59 to agree to and facilitate relief schemes provided by third states or impartial humanitarian organizations such as the International Committee of the Red Cross. Israel alleged that UNRWA has been infiltrated by Hamas and other terrorist organizations, and that UNRWA employees took an active part in carrying out the attacks of 7 October 2020. As an occupying power, Israel is obliged to ensure the basic needs of the local population, including the supplies essential for their survival.
Now, staying in the region, in a press briefing, an Israeli government spokesperson, Sosh Bedrosian, has responded to allegations that the bodies of Palestinian detainees returned in the exchange for deceased Israeli hostages showed signs of abuse. The Bedrosian firmly denied the claim, stating that Israel operates in full accordance with the international laws. Let's listen in to what she had to say.
What I can tell you is that Israel, of course, adheres to all international law when it comes to any actions inside of the Gaza Strip. These types of reports that come out, Peter, is just more evidence and more efforts to demonize Israel, as so many media outlets continue to do on a daily basis. If you're going to report on something like this, you should certainly also report on the torture, the abuse, the starvation our hostages had to endure for 2 years. 20 of our released living hostages are telling their stories. I really hope that if you're reporting on this, you're also reporting on our hostages who are now starting their pathway to rehabilitation after being locked up in cages, chains, and like I said, nearly being starved to death. And also, you should be reporting on what Hamas is doing to their own people. These horrific videos continue to pour out of the Gaza Strip of men being blindfolded, being beaten in the center of these cities by bats. It's horrific to see, and hopefully all media outlets like yourself are reporting on that violence as well.
Now, staying in the Middle East, Israel's parliament has given approval to a law that will apply Israeli law to the occupied West Bank. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's Likud party did not support the legislation, which has put forth by lawmakers outside his ruling coalition and passed by a vote of 25 out of the total 120 lawmakers. Some members in Netanyahu's coalition voted in favor of the bill. Now let's listen into what the deputy spokesperson for the Knesset, Moshe Solomon, had to say.
להלן תוצאות ההצבעה 25 בעד 24 נגד. אני קובע כי הצעת חוק החלת הריבונות של מדינת ישראל בחבלי יהודה והשומרון התשפ"ה 2025 של חבר הכנסת אבי מעוז אושרה בקריאה הטרומית ותעבור לדיון בוועדת החוץ והביטחון לצורך הכנתה